what it looks like to be a witness. What it looks like to be a witness is that when someone meets you, they're asking themselves, what's the purpose of life? What's my mission? What's my goal? Who am I? See, when we're a witness, it causes a catalyst for transformation. That we have a purpose. Well, first of all, being a witness for my family and my wife, I always tell them, like, hey, look, half the things I do don't follow because they're probably not going to help you get to heaven. So don't follow that stuff, you know. So that's the first thing I would say. There's ways I'm not a witness, but when I am a witness to my family, I think the best thing is when I'm in everyday life. I'm not on a stage, I'm not on a platform, or I'm not, you know, training somebody in my work, but I'm just a dad walking in the mall and I see that person hurting and my kids watch me love that person. When God gives me those chances, when God gives me the chance to be so in love with my wife, to build her up, not just by words, by wanting to spend time, and my kids are really asking themselves the question, man, I'd like to have a wife like that. I'd like to have a husband like that. Like, that's when I know I'm being a witness. And when they are seeing that I'm loving them the way that they desire to be loved, which isn't always easy, that's when I'm being a witness for them, saying, God, how do you want me to love? Because some kids want me to just to sit there and listen to them and be, you know, to walk with them and build them up. And some of my kids want me to do things with them. But I have to know what each kid desires, and I've got to find a way to serve them. That's how you be a witness for your family. It's like, God, how can I serve Mary, John Paul? How can I serve Jojo, Catherine? How can I serve Rocco, Dominic? How can I serve each of my kids? Well, being a witness starts at home. Being a witness starts at home because, look, if you fail at being a husband and father, then how are you going to be able to go lead anybody to heaven? Like, the greatest place to succeed is when you're spending time with your family. And if we can't succeed at that, we have to ask God for help. Because the home is where the witness starts. And I know in my life, one of my favorite things to do is just to spend time at home. You know, I've traveled a lot, I've spent a lot of time on the road, but I can tell you, my favorite place to be is to be with my wife and kids and to spend time with them. And it's hard to pray a rosary. It's hard to have prayer life with your family. It's hard to say things in a way that's going to speak to them. It's not easy to care for your family. But guess what? If it's not hard and it's not tough, it doesn't count. And the hardest place to be a witness is with your wife and kids. And the hardest place to be a witness is with your mom and dad, your sisters and brothers. But guess what? If it's not hard and it doesn't hurt, it doesn't count. We know our purpose. We know our mission. We know our goal. And it causes people to ask those same questions. So that's how we can be a witness. That's how we know we're a witness. It causes transformation. Just because I pray with someone doesn't mean I'm a witness. Just because I can regurgitate information about, faith or about the catechism or about the Bible doesn't mean I'm a witness. A witness is we make those words on the page come to life. What we do is we become a protagonist. We become a protagonist in society, and people want to join in that mission with us. So let's make it count, and let's do the hardest thing, the hardest nails thing. Let's do the toughest thing, and that's love our families. That's where it starts. Then when you go there, then you can go change the world. But you can't change the world if you can't impact your family.